Joe and Cobra figures.
Well, all right, collectors, I haven't been this excited for a third-party vehicle release since the Ramen Racer, Inferno Pack, and the Vanguard from Valaverse. We've got the Air Eagle. Everybody knows what this is. Everybody knows. I'm not going to say it here, but perhaps that the indication was that little snippet that you saw at the very beginning. Anyways, I saw this. So number one, I know of Fans Hobby, not because, they're, G.I. Joe builders or anything like that, but because they're a company that's been around for quite a bit. I mean, they've been around for a long time, and they're very reliable. They're very, they do tremendous work. Mostly what I know them from is the Transformer toys, or the Transformer collectibles. They do kind of like master class type work on those things. Very accurate, as far as I know, very good quality. I haven't heard a lot of bad things about them. So I knew right away when these guys came out with it that this is kind of a bit of a no-brainer, right? I'm definitely going to pick it up. I think I was on, as soon as I saw it, at first I was a little reticent about it. I was like, I don't want this thing. I want it to be more modern. I mean, full transparency here. But then ultimately it started to, the original Skyhawk I had, and I loved, absolutely adored that vehicle. I don't have it anymore. I actually bought I bought the reissue, and then I have the newer updated version that they did. I forgot, I have it somewhere. But anyways, the more I thought about it, the more I said, you know what, I went back on it. I was like, you know what, as most humans do, you tend to think about things, and, maybe I should reconsider. Maybe I should, especially seeing some of the, seeing that video with the electronics, with the size of it, and just how cool it would be to have a 1/12 scale Air Eagle. All right, without further ado, no more babbling. Let's go ahead and open this thing. Usually I don't do unboxings, but I don't know of anybody else who's really got this one, so might as well just do one. Was I the first one that got this? I don't know, maybe. But just excited. I'm really excited for this thing. So let's take this off. Of course, I was notified of it leaving China, and it arrived pretty quickly. So, I think it took maybe about 4 or 5 days since the moment I got the notification. Anyways, let's get into this thing. Let's unbox it real fast. It's got some tape on here. Let's just cut into that. There we go. Yeah, normally don't do unboxings because they're so boring. I just edit that stuff out. But since, a lot of people want to hear about it, see it, I've never had this much interest in a review for it. So here we go. It came well packed, the bubble wrap and everything. You know what? We're going to take a look at the box real quick. There's that. I mean, maybe some people are interested in what I love the way it has that military look about it, right? So here's that box. It looks very military, but got that olive drab look to it. Fans Operation Approved Hobby. Love it. Here's some, you guys can pause that and check it out if you want. It's got some other stickers here. Gatling gun, warning, missiles, one crew only. Very cool. I love the Air Eagle. I always thought to myself as a kid, this would be the vehicle that I'd want. I wouldn't want the Fang. I wouldn't want this because I can get inside of it. And maybe I could have a storage compartment in back there, and I could be like it'd be my, back in the day, you could just be, like a, what is it? Like a gunfighter or something back in the Westerns. I used to watch a lot of Westerns. Anyways, 1/12 scale vehicle series. Looks like a little ammo carrying box or something, maybe a gun case. So there's that Air Eagle VE-01. Yeah, and here's some pictures on the back. You guys can pause it. And the great thing about this thing is that it's got electronics on it. So it's got lots of cool doodads, and the value to me was there. I mean, let's see how I'm going to compare it to several different vehicles, and we'll see how it scales in size, and we'll go from there. But here it is. There you go. All right, top, bottom, yeah. All right, let's put this down. Let's get into the box here. Oh, move it over. All right, there's that. Oh, it's pretty big. It's pretty big, I can tell already. Let me get closer. All right, let's get right on top of this thing. All right, so number one, let's just look through this. We've got, I believe these are the missiles. Ooh, we've got a screwdriver here. Is some assembly required? That's okay, I'm used to it. But they include a screwdriver. How nice of them. All right, get out of there, you. Ah, you get two large missiles here. And we'll go through them a little better. You get a Gatling gun up here. I guess this is the front mount. And you get four smaller missiles, which I guess go under the wing in that other configuration. Looking for a place to put all this stuff. And yeah, so here's the smaller missiles. I'm not going to take them out just yet. We're going to look at the larger components real quick. Or actually, so here's one of the wings. And we're going to answer the one question that's burning in everybody's mind, right? This, I believe, is the back one that sticks up on top. And that question is, will it blend? No, it's not that question. The question is, will it convert? What will it convert to? Well, I think everybody understands what we're looking to convert it to. Here's the extra panels, I think, that they had to add to it for several reasons. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, that was one of the panels. And here's the back body of it. Oh, very cool. Here's a little electronic piece for it. Let me take this one out already. So there's that. You know what? I may even get the Dragonfly down here to see how it compares to that. Here's the other panel that it needed in order to ensure that it complied with the things. Here's a thruster. And we'll take these all out and look at them individually. Here's the side panel, you know, the one that, you know, vertical thing that's like this. Very cool. Here's the other side panel. Very cool. We'll get a closer look later. And here, let me move this over here because we're getting crowded. Here is the canopy right here. Everything's nicely packed. I like that. Nicely packed. Everything's nice and tight fitting. It came in bubble wrap, like I said. I have no issues with that. I mean, but these guys have been around for a while. We've got some more parts here. I hope it comes with instructions. I guess this is the control panel that goes inside the cockpit there. But here's the cockpit. It's got some protective plastic on there. Very nice, very cool. Here's the, I guess this part that plugs into the other piece there. That's where I would put my backpack if I was, you know, gonna be a desperado back in the, this would be my horse. Anyways, what else do we got? Look, it looks very nice. We'll get into that in a minute and just unpacking it real quick. Let's see, what else? What else do we have over here? Oh, we got one of the landing skids over here. So there's that. Here's the other landing skid. There's that. And the other thruster. Here's that. I think that's everything. I think. Please give me a... there's no instruction book. Truly, this is a man's company, because who needs an instruction book? And you could just wing it. Oh, Art G sent me a message. Hold on 1 second. You know, I'm just name dropping big time YouTuber names like Art G. Anyways, back to it. Let's start assembling this thing. You know what? Let's go through each part. You know, let's open them up and let's just take a look at each part. Hopefully, it won't take too long. Let's go through the skiff, or the skids here, the landing gear. real fast. Ooh, almost dropped that. Not good. Not good. Would have been the last of it. Here's the landing gear. Very cool. It's got some pegs too. Oh yeah. Some Joes are going to be sitting on that. Very nicely. The quality on this feels really good. It feels like a really good build. I would expect no less from a highly professional, highly used company, or what do they call it? A well-established company. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Let's hit the next one. Another skid. Same thing. We got some pegs there. Got some details there. Very, very good plastic. It doesn't feel wonky or nothing. There's that. Here's a close shot of the tail section. A close shot of the tail section. It looks good. Looks good. There it is. Oh, a little bit of QC issue there. It's not bad. Maybe not. Not really. I mean, it's a little bit. It's not bad. Whoa. Almost knocked everybody out there. It's not bad. I don't mind it. I'm not going to be looking that close. It's actually worse on camera than it is from here. I mean, this camera really magnifies everything. So you can't really tell from here. As you can see, that's more like it. But if you get it close, I mean, I don't know. You could actually maybe put a little bit of super glue there and fix it. But I'm not going to mess around with it. I think it's fine. I'm not messing around with it. You guys can mess around with it. If this actually ends up being a really nice build, I might get another one. It might be worth getting another one. Have a squad, like a combo of Air Eagles. Air Eagles. Here's a thruster that goes on another side. And I'd like to thank Fans Hobby once again for sending this out early at no cost. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Actually, nobody, you know what? It might be for the better that I don't get anything from anybody for free, because I'm free to criticize. I'm free to say whatever I feel like. I'm not beholden to anybody. I'm not beholden to Hasbro. I'm not beholden to Valaverse. I'm not beholden to Gridiron. I'm not beholden to Fans Hobby. If I tell you I like something, it's because I like it. And if I don't like it, well, then I'm going to talk smack about it. It's just the way it is. Here's the other engine piece. It looks actually really good. Has some nice details. It's got a little tiny bit of heft to it. Like I said, the quality on the plastic feels really good. Well, to me, I mean, I don't know. I'm no plastics expert, as most of YouTubers are. Everybody seems to know, this feels gummy. This feels... Who are you, an engineering chemist or something? I don't know. All right, a chemical engineer? The durometer on this plastic. I know, I say that sometimes, the durometer. This looks pretty good. It's one of the wings that sits on the side. There you go. There you go. Let's open the other one. You know, Fans Hobby, the other thing that I would say about them is that they actually kept me very, very, they kept me appraised of kind of any updates as well. So I appreciate that. So there's this, because this did take a while to come out. I think it was I'm going to say about a year, It's what it feels like to me. I could be wrong. But anyways, yeah, so here's the extra piece. You know what? It's looking like to me. Well, you know what? Before I say anything, let's just get through this. But regardless if it convert or not, I'm happy with either way. But it looks like to me that maybe not. So there's that. Maybe later, Fans Hobby can release a, special weapons adapter for Roadblock that happens to be useful for that. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Because I know Fans Hobby has done that for some other things. I hope Hasbro's not listening. I'm not big enough for anybody to care anyways. So it looks very nice build quality. These are the ones that, yeah, they had to dink around with to, this is what they had to add. You know, I'm thinking now, I'm thinking that the Hasbros were going to come out with this. The only thing is, they would not have put electronics in it. That's what I'm thinking. So if you're going to get this from the Hasbros, you're probably just going to get plastic. You're not going to get what I got. So there's the back wing part of it. Looking very good. Oh, so you know what? It's not going to matter that last part up there was open a little bit, because you're going to fit this on top of it, and it's not going to matter. You're not even going to see it. So there's that. Let's get a really good shot of this. Let's take the protective plastic off. Oh man, it looks very nice. You know, I think we already seen it. All right, let me see if I can open it carefully. Carefully, because some of you guys go, well, don't play with it like that. Play with it like it's a porcelain doll. No, you got to be able to, you know, kind of manhandle it a little. I mean, come on now. There it goes. Oh, it's ratcheted. Watch out. Very nice. Look at that. That's the inside of it. Got the instrument panel there. Huh. I wonder. Well, we'll see. Maybe. Maybe it does convert. Anyways, you got this is your gas, this is your brake. I don't know. I'm not a helicopter pilot. I don't know what it's for. Anyways, there's that. It's looking great. Oh, no, it's not. It's not plush like leather. But it looks really good. Let me see, does this move? Oh, it does move. Now wait, does this move? It does move. Look at that. So you got some controls there that move. That's pretty neat. That's it. Does this go? Oh, snap. That was unnecessary, but very cool. That's ridiculous. Spring loaded. That's ridiculous. You didn't have to do that at all, but very cool. I guess for maybe a larger figure to fit in here. I don't know. That's very cool, y'all. Anyways, all right. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let's close that up a little bit. We've got the Gatling gun right here. Let's open this up. The joy of finding out that, you know, getting a little surprise, right? That was unnecessary, but very much appreciated. There's a Gatling gun there. Uranium depleted rounds, of course. I don't know if they're depleted or not. Make up your own story, guys. Make up your own story. You got the 2 missiles, of course, that go down there. Where do you mount them? Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I guess they just, yeah, they have a little, you just slide them in there, right? So, very good. There's that. So you got the 2 big missiles, and then you've got the smaller. I mean, that other configuration isn't that bad. So these 4 missiles, I don't know what that thing's for. That screwdriver, to tell you the truth. Hopefully I don't break anything. Because then I will have to buy another one. And this one will be the one that's in the repair shop constantly. But I even know how to repair hips. Go check that short out. So here's the other missile that, of course, fits under the wing right here. So push it all the way through. Anyways, you get the gist. Goes in there. There you go. Boom. So that's kind of neat. I like that. You know, we're gonna have. You know, you could have a different configuration in this world of that. So, and he has. I guess you could call it the Bomber Skyhawk, Bomber Air Eagle. Once again, please don't be listening. All right, I don't want to mess it up for us. Let's look at these little parts over here that were a little bit of a question. I didn't know what's happening over here. I don't specifically know what's going on with this, but something causes me great joy. Something is causing me great happiness. Let me think about this. Anyways, so you have this here. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but I'm sure we'll find out. You have this guy here. I'm going to have to find out what this is because I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to look closer at the other pictures. And you have this piece here as well. And this piece, I believe, is key. This piece, yep. I was wondering, where's the other part that completes the circle? All right, let me tinker around with this for a moment. If at all possible, you guys know that it can do the one configuration already. It's on the freaking box, right? But can it do the other configuration? That's the $1 million question. And that's the way I would display it. So give me a moment. Let me clean up a bit. Okay, I had to take a little bit of a pause there because I had to go eat. My wife brought some great food. Hey, who doesn't want to stop? Before I forget, I figured out what this is for. This is so you can attach like just a fish string or something, like some fishing lines through here, or whatever kind of cord you want through here. And then you can attach the fishing line through here. And then basically you can hang this and you can slide, kind of like a trip wire, right? Or like a guide wire. You can, put another line through here and you can just kind of, let the vehicle run. And the wire here will hold the air eagle down here from the bottom, and then you can just slide across. So, kind of cool for them to include that little idea in there. All right, so let's start putting this thing together. First thing that I think you do, they have like actually a little site where you can go through it. But, a lot of times it's probably, this is keyed. So let me just make sure. They have a keyed. I want to make sure that I'm getting it correct. Let's see. I think it's this way. I think. It is keyed, but I want to make sure. I don't want to mess it up. There you go. Well, that lines up perfectly. Maybe I should have even looked at the wires because the wires line up perfectly there. So there's that. Just make sure that the wires line up correctly. White to white and yellow to yellow. So it's keyed, but at the same time, I don't know. So anyways, this goes on first, I believe. I'm actually pretty positive. And let's push this in a little bit in here. This is what happens when you have your customer do the electrical wiring. Let's see, am I getting this in right? That goes in there. Come on now. Make sure it goes in properly. All right, you know what? Let's try the front first, the top. All right, so I had to, this was a two-handed operation right here. I mean, the guy, this is not easy. But it went in there. I did get some stress marks across the bottom down here inside of there, but there's no way to avoid that. But it's in there pretty tight, and it's, it's not letting go. So, I mean, there's going to be, I guess, a little bit of that, some stress marks, but just make sure. I did it by grabbing onto that bottom part first and then kind of pushing it in, not forcefully, but purposefully, I guess you could say it. Don't manhandle it, but at the same time, it's not going to be gentle when you push it in. So that's the first part, right? I think the second part was the assembly of the wings there, and I think we're going to need this part to go. I usually don't do this part, but I mean, I think it goes in this way, like that. But I think so that everybody can get an idea of it, we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, which one goes to which side? Does it have an L or an R? Maybe, maybe not. All right, I went off camera there for a minute to see if I could tell from some of the screenshots as to where this goes. And it looks like, so the missiles go further back, it looks like. So basically, see how this sticks out? I think this is towards the back. So set it in here. Might have to pull this out, I think. I think they did it like this. They set this in here. And then they set this one. It's got some notch. It's keyed as well. See how that's keyed? And that's keyed. I think that's because they're ratcheting. And then you kind of set it in there. There we go. And then once it's in there, you bring this bad boy over it. Does it matter which side? I don't think so. So let's just have it clamp on. I might have to go off camera for this one. So here it is. Yeah, you have to push down. I couldn't get enough. I couldn't see very well to get it in there, but it scooches right in there. So you do have ratcheting there for it. There it is. So there's that. I mean, maybe later, like I said, there could be some conversioning there with, you know, a reissue of Roadblock's gun, a conversion. So, anyways, let's see. What's next? We can actually, well, we put that on later. We could put that on now, I guess. Which one goes on? Is there an L or an R for this one? Kind of guessing. Here we go. Because it looks like, oh, good point. Is it different? You guys tell me if you see an L or an R, because at this point I might guess. I mean, but they kind of look identical, only the same side, but let me see. Is one side longer than the other, or does it matter really? It looks like they're identical, only, well, let's just do it like we did the wings, right? So this will go further to the back and that to the front. So assuming that's the case for everything, this goes in here. Hey, that snapped right in there. So just snaps right in. And then let's do this side. Snapped right in. There you go. And just like that. I think this is one of the last things we're going to put on. And I believe it goes right in here, like this. I believe, just like that. Well, now it's stuck. So I'm probably going to take this tape off and we're going to stick it in there. And then we'll go from there. But let's continue. Now that the skids are on there, let's add the side plates here. As I was getting sadder and sadder that we wouldn't be able to have the original configuration, I'm going to stop the build right here. You can continue going and you can set it up as what it looks like, but I'm stopping the build right here because my brain just figured this out. Genius! They don't have to release anything else. And I'll show you in a minute. Stay tuned. So it comes with these things that are on here. Unscrew these. Unscrew these things. Come on, let go. This is so much fun. You know, I wish the camera would have been on my face when it lit up and I figured it out that, wait a minute, these sneaky guys. Hey, what you do in disassembling this, that's genius, because they can always say, well, we didn't ship that to them like that. They disassembled it. Genius. Absolute awesomeness. These guys. Hold on. Well, I think I lost a screw, but man, I don't think I care. It's the thing. I think I lost a screw for one of these things to screw it back on, but I don't know if I care enough to go look for it, because that wasn't my point. I'll look for it later. Anyways, I have to take this off. 1 second. Hey, word of warning. To take this off and those two flaps off, it's holy moly. If you want it done this way, do not make the same mistake I did. Do not. Because it is not nice to get these things back off. It is absolutely a nightmare. But, hold on. Remember, it's keyed. Again, if you disassemble this, that's your problem. They didn't ship it to you like that. That's not the way that they intended you to use it. You and your own bonehead delusions did it. Much like my boneheaded delusion. All right, here we go. Put this back on here. It's very, I mean, once it's on here, I'm surprised I didn't stress mark it more. Because, okay, I gotta be purposeful. 1 second. Right, disassembly complete. And reassembly complete. All right, now we gotta get this thing on here. Look at this. Bam. Oh my goodness. Genius. I tell you, genius. Fans Hobby. You freaking geniuses. I don't need an instruction book at this point. I'm just going. I'm so excited. I'm just going. You know what? These are actually backwards. I would think the veins go the other way, right? Can they go the other way? Yeah. The directional veins. I mean, I know that much about planes, that the directional planes would go that way. I mean, that's just me thinking out loud. You guys can correct me in the comments, but that's how I think it should go, but you can switch them around. I mean, it's not, you guys can correct me later or tell me I'm crazy. And then this fits right up here. Now, there is one thing that I won't be able to do later today. Whoops. All right, see, that's what I'm talking about. If you just get a little bit crazy and you don't pay attention. There we go. All right, there it is. There it is, locked into place. Everything's good. Holy moly, guys. Holy moly. We're almost done. We've got 2 more things left to do before this thing is done. I'm shaking. I'm shaking that I'm so happy with this thing. But nobody's gonna tell you. Fans Hobby ain't gonna tell you. If you disassemble it, you do so at your own, what is it called? At your own, to your own detriment, to your own happiness, at your own expense, right? So let's see, let me put this guy in here. I believe this is how it went. Or did I get it wrong? This is how it goes, like this, right? Come on, what the heck? It was so easy to do earlier. What the? Who the? Am I doing it wrong? What's the deal here? Why was it so easy to, there? Why was it so easy to do earlier? And now it's giving me a fit. Anyways, there, finally. Jeez, okay. And the last coup de grace is this, which goes down. I mean, it's literally just plugs. It's the cannon that just plugs right into there. And look at this. Yes, it does move. There you go. Now, I was about to get quite upset that I'm not using this. I mean, you can disassemble it again and put this stuff back on it. But oh, heck no. That's what I wanted. And as soon as I'm done with this review, before I post it, I'm going to go get another one. I'm going to go order another one because I know already before all of y'all that it's possible. As a matter of fact, immediately after we'll see. You'll see. All right. So, the one thing that I can't do, I'll show you what I can't do in a minute. But I actually got a little bit miffed, a little bit upset. Oh my gosh. Fans Hobbies, do not beat me up about this. If I'd have just looked in the instruction, if I'd have just looked in the sticker sheet, which I thought I didn't get, I just ignored it. I was so happy. Look what I would have found. The instructions. I would have found the instructions. But nowhere on here does it say what I just showed you. Nope. No, it does not. Now, the one thing that I couldn't show you though is I was trying to figure out what kind of battery does it have, because I don't think I can. I don't know what kind. I think I know what kind of battery. Oh, there it is. Oh, I do have that. I do have that. I'll be doing this in a minute, so I can show you this. Very good. Very good. All right, and here's the sticker sheet that you get with it. I'm not doing the stickers. I'll probably do the stickers later. But yeah, I will be doing the stickers. I'm not doing the stickers now, but do the stickers later. All right, so there it is, guys. You want some vehicle comparisons? Let's shoot some vehicle comparisons. You know, including I'll go upstairs and grab the Dragonfly. Stay tuned. All right, so here it is as it compares to the Dragonfly. Let's get a little bit of a higher up picture there. See if we can fit that in there. There it is, looking at it straight across from the front. Pretty good scale there. You guys got to see the side there, what it looks like. Got Wolverine and Deadpool. I know what some of you are gonna say. Get a G.I. Joe figure in there. Well, Deadpool was already in the chopper, or the Dragonfly. And Deadpool was riding on the skids, so. Anyways, all right, so let's grab something else and compare it to that. So that's what it looks like in comparison to the Dragonfly. Let's go grab the Hiss. All right, there it is in comparison to the Hiss. It looks actually pretty cool, man. Well, I put Duke in there. It's a customized Tiger Force Duke that I did. Anyways, he's in there chilling. Here's what the Skyhawk, the Air Eagle hunts for. Good old Hiss tanks. The interesting part is it's just about as long, almost. It's about, the Hiss is maybe about an inch longer. I'm guessing here. And a couple inches taller, but the Hiss is definitely wider. You can definitely tell it's much wider. So anyways, guys, let's go get some other vehicles real quick, and we'll wrap this up with some electronics. Finally, here we have it next to a gridironed out Stinger. Let me hit you from the top, see if it can. It's a little bit longer than the Stinger. But definitely the Stinger, it's probably about the same width, but I've got all this gridiron stuff on it. So, but anyways, this is what it looks like next to it. There we go. Anyways, well, I hope you guys got enough comparisons with the different vehicles there. Let's do 2 more things and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so I was able to find some batteries for the electronics. Right up at the top here, there's a button that you press. It takes AG13, I think LR something. Anyways, I have some AG13, so here we go. Boom, lights up. Electronics, baby. There you go. Here's the display, of course. He's got a light up display in there. Very nice. So you've got green on this side. You got some illumination at the bottom. You got red on this side. And then you got a little blinking light at the back. So it looks very cool, man. It looks very, very, very nice. Yeah, it's everything that was advertised by Fans Hobby and more. All right, let's wrap this up with one last thought. So wrapping this up with a couple of thoughts, here's what it is. What could have been done better? Number one, I think this is it's very stressful for me to get on, and it's going to be very stressful for the plastic to get this part on. What else was a little bit tough? What else? I know there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about. I really, what was done really well was the ratcheting here, the extra move here, the wonderful ability to tinker with this, and that's moving there. These are spring loaded for different sized figures. This moves in here. You've got the wonderful rockets. I mean, you've got those 2 different configuration styles, which you want. You've got electronics in this doggone thing. What else? I mean, I'm actually struggling to find, like I said, I think the only one thing that was my issue was pushing this together. And I mean, this ratchets nicely. I just want to let you guys know that does ratchet nicely. Very nice. I love that. So for the most part, so here's the deal. I'm going to tell y'all right now, as soon as I'm going to go upstairs and render this review, and I'm going to go buy another one. Like I said, now here's how I scale my figures and my action figures, right? On how it looks exactly what I was promised. It looks exactly what they were going to do for me. Now, was there some controversy with the Air Eagles thing over here? Yes, but thanks to my realization, you're able to do this. So, and that's what pushes this up. Remember, I do it on a scale from 1 to 5, and every once in a while, like Spinal Tap, we turn it up to a 5.1. The way it looks is a 5.1 because this is exactly what I asked for. I didn't want this. And this is a choice now. It's not a necessity. And they gave me electronics. To me, it's just fantastic. I think the only tough part was getting this in there. And that kind of bummed me out because it was purposeful. So just be aware. You got to do that purposefully. Not manhandle it. They also give you some articulation with the Gatling gun down here. So aesthetically, it's a 5.1 to me. Articulation, well, they gave me more than I was hoping for. Ratchets here, solid construction, articulation here, electronic. This altogether, this is a 5.1. That's why I want to go get another one. I completely, it's not a 180, but I love this thing. This thing is amazing. I'm going to go get another one. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Hey, if you want to see this thing in person, I'm going to be at Metroplex Collectibles. I'm going to bring this with me because if you guys know, when I go to the toy shows to sell, my personal philosophy is to divest myself of toys, but also to talk to the community, to engage with the community. This is a fun hobby. It's great for everybody. It gets us away from the daily beatdowns of life. and it's just fun. It's just a way to, you know, to enjoy what made us made us incredibly happy as children. So I've never, you know, gotten away from the nostalgia that this is. So anyways, if you want to see this thing in person, swing on by to Metroplex Collectibles Toy Show, which is tomorrow, January 25th. Here is where I'm going to be. The, you know, address and stuff, I'll put a description up here, or the picture of it. And yeah, I'll bring it with me. I always like to bring a little something with me that's a little bit out of the norm. Just to show off. I don't sell these. I'm not, you know, a lot of the gridiron stuff that I have that's customized, I just bring that sometimes too, or the HasLabs. But I usually don't bring those to sell. Actually, I've never have. I bring those to display and to just talk about them. They're just fun pieces to talk about, right? Things that are very limited in quantity and just fun. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you've been to this channel a few times and you enjoy the hunts, you enjoy the reviews, you enjoy the goofy news that I bring you, the curated insanity that I bring you every Sunday, why not like, why not subscribe? Who knows, you know, you could win a prize. At one point I was sending like $300 worth of toys out for Christmas and different milestones that we accomplish on this channel. So guys, thank you so much. As I said, appreciate every single one of you. If you're enjoying the content, why not like, why not subscribe? And as always, if you're getting one of these vehicles in 1/12 scale and it makes you giggle like a schoolgirl when you get it and feel excited and happy, you're doing it right. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to the members for all of their generosity, input, and guidance allow me to bring you better content. Hey, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling this out.